lead generation or demand generation. One of the most important activity of every business and every salesperson. Today I will share with you 11 golden rules that you need to keep follow to make sure that your lead generation is much more efficient. Hello everyone, my name is Adam Skoneczny and you are watching Go Global Asia podcast. I've been living in Asia 9 years and for last 7 years as a CEO of Avid organization, I've been helping Asian businesses expand globally. In this podcast, I am discussing everything related to global expansion, sales and collaboration with Western clients. Today it's really important episode. It's about the prospecting and demand generation. Why it's important? Because this is the place where everything is starting. And also because lead generation is one of the main activities that people hate so much because it's extremely boring and it's extremely time consuming as well. However, without this activity, we will not go far. Obviously, we can work on the business where we using our network as a main source of the lead. But this has the limitation. If you want to scale your business, you need to have standard sales process and the standard sales process starting from the lead generation. So guys, today I will share with you 11 main rules how to make lead generation more efficient, successful. Number one, higher in company hierarchy than longer prospecting time. What do I mean? If you are targeting C-level directors, you need to expect that it will take much more time to reach those people to get the reply than reaching the managers, reaching the product owners, or any lower level in the organization. Additionally, what is worth to mention, bigger company, then also longer prospecting time. The same, when you work with the corporation, it will take you much more time than working with the startup. So basically, this is something what you need to keep in the mind. And if you know about this and you reach into the C-level, you know you cannot give up very quickly. You should keep going and you should spend more time than when you prospecting, let's say, managers. Second point, it's also related to the C-level. If you prospecting those guys, and I believe many of you do, you need to avoid cold calling and instead use the email or social selling. Why? Because those guys, they're really busy. Those guys, they have a plan of the day and they don't like to be interrupted. So if you want to actually collaborate with them, figure out about sending them group of the email. Let's say 6 email or 8 emails in the span of the 2 months, or approach them on the LinkedIn or any other social media that are suitable for your type of the client. Next point, point number 3, we stick in the C-level. And again, if you prospecting those guys and you want to reach those big bosses, when you send them email, when you send them message to their LinkedIn, later in the day, it will be better for you. What do I mean? Usually, C-level when come to the work in the morning, they're super busy. Then it will be much more successful, let's say like that, if you send the message later in the afternoon, then there is the higher chance they will reply to you. Also, I can tell to you, avoid sending it on Monday. Usually when they come on Monday, there is a bunch of the work to do and they will not have a time to reply to you. Obviously, if they don't reply to you, they might forget later on next day. It's very high likelihood that they will do that. Point number 4. In this point, we will focus on all type of this prospect, not only on the C-level, but also managers and other people. So if you send any marketing copy or any sales copy, then you should always personalize it. And personalize, you can do it on few levels. You can put the name of the prospect, you can put the company, but you can also put the pain point, you can put the position, you can put the address, you can put the location. There is many ways how to personalize the message. So make sure that always you personalize it, so then you have a higher chance that the prospect will answer to you. Number 5, do your research. I always say to my clients and their sales team when I train them, you should know your prospect company better than they know it. And this is really important because in today's world, in today's sales environment, there is so much spam, and people will actually avoid to read those messages, and they will avoid to talking with those people unless they see you understand them, you understand their business, and you can really add the value. To do so, you need to research about prospect company, and then and only then you will have a higher chance that the prospect will actually reply and engage with you. Number 6, do lead generation on daily basis. You need to keep going and never stop. The most common challenge is when the people start in lead generation, they do it for 3 months, then they start getting leads, they start getting meetings, and they forget about lead generation. You know what will happen? After 2 months or 1 month, when you already close that client, you convert, then you will notice, oh, I don't have a potential lead, and you will start doing lead generation. If you do it in this order, you will have a huge gap in your pipeline. That means you will have a client, you will not have a client, you will have a client, you will not have a client. If you want to have a continuously client flowing in into your business, you need to continuously do lead generation. Point number 7 is follow up. Guys, listen about this crazy statistics. Over 60% of potential clients will reply after fourth follow up. But over 80% of salespeople, they only follow up 2 times. By only knowing this statistic and applying 4, 5, 6 follow up, you are ahead of 80% of the salespeople. Keep in your mind, you should follow up. Point number 8, have your strategy. If you're just doing lead generation and you're not actually sure what you are doing, you're not actually sure what channel you are using, if you're not sure what is your ICP, ideal client profile, if you don't know what pain point you are solving, if you don't know what service you're offering, your chances are small. You need to have all of those elements in place to make sure that your lead generation activity will be successful. Guys, actually, I create 4 or 5 videos that I explaining all of those points what I mentioned now, how to build them step by step. If you go back to our videos and you look from the oldest one, first 4 video I have created is exactly about this. Highly recommend you to go back and watch those episodes. Point number 9, use multiple acquisition channel. Acquisition channel is basically the channels that you are approaching your potential client. Let's say one channel it can be LinkedIn, one channel can be email, one channel can be cold call, one channel can be marketing team. Have multiple of those channels to have a better chance to win the prospect attention. Because at the end of the day, what you want them to pay attention to you and discuss with you. There is a new research that's showing in the marketing, you need to 12 touch of your potential client to make them actually to take action. What I mean touch, the person that you are prospecting, they need to see your marketing copy 12 times to take the action on your CTA, on your call to action. Guys, this is a lot. So if you know about this, you can actually do the multiple channels approach. Obviously, in the marketing, approaches would be completely different than the sales. And in the sales, I can share with you that direct outreach is little bit more powerful than the marketing outreach. What do I mean? The people, if you do the personalization, if you use the right channel, you have a high opportunity to have a much more attention or to bring attention of your potential prospect than you use standard marketing advertising. And obviously, I'm talking about everything related to B2B sales. So, guys, if you know about this, use the multiple channels. Don't only focus on marketing. Use the direct outreach. Use your sales team to generate the leads. Number 10, create recycle bin. Very often what I see that the salespeople, when they approach somebody, then send email, they send LinkedIn message, and the client say, not now, they will just keep this lead. Huge mistake. When the client saying not now, it's mean, okay, what you're saying to me, I understand, it is good, but it's not suitable time. Come back to me later. And if you see this kind of message, this is a huge opportunity. You take this message and put them what I call to recycling bin. If you have your CRM, you have a few stages in your CRM, and make one stage in your sales pipeline, which calls recycle bin. Put all of those leads there, and once every 3 months approach them. Conversion rates from those leads are much higher than completely cold leads. Point 11, and the last point. Guys, try automate. As I mentioned at the beginning, lead generation consumes a lot of time. People hate lead generation. It's boring. So try to use the tools. Try automate this activity. I actually record the episode where I am talking about, if I remember well, 15 tools for the salespeople. You can see the link to that video below in the description of the video. But take that information and apply to your daily work. Again, as we talked before, you need to do lead generation on a daily basis. But then think how you can be more resourceful, how you can use the technology to help you with this activity. So guys, that's it for today's video. What I want you to do next is start with the basic and start with foundation of everything. Create your goal and strategy for lead generation. Then the next step, mark in your calendar every day meeting with yourself, and this meeting is booked time where you do lead generation. It's the same as you would have a meeting with somebody else and nobody can disturb you. It's really important to do it this way because we, as a salespeople, we hate the lead generation and we will try to find any way to actually avoid it. So any distraction will be something that will move you away from this important activity. So please follow up these steps, and I'm pretty sure that you will see huge differences in the conversion rate and in the number of the leads coming into your pipeline. Thank you so much. This is Go Global Asia podcast, and I see you in next episode. Bye bye.